Okay, Saturday morning in the kingdom, and it's windy already. It's getting windy, but it's plus 11 Celsius. All right, and in the yo-yo scale, plus 53 Fahrenheit. We have cats that age, yes. And also, too, happy birthday to Johnny G. No wonder he went south after the Grief Rapids fire and everything like that. There's supposedly no power over there, but there might be power in certain places. We haven't heard any updates from Grief Rapids. So Johnny G went south to enjoy his birthday and go out for a nice steak dinner. And then at his age, he'll probably have a nap afterwards. Yes, meanwhile, his wife has something planned. Oh, wow. All right, so today we're going to be working hard. Yes, look at the flags. I'm not sure how much wind noise is on the mic. We got a little bit of smoke, but the wind's going to get up and it's going to blow away. All right, the sun is over here. Yes, days are getting shorter. I almost need a nightlight when I go to bed at 11 o'clock because it's getting dark. Yes. All right, a little bit more. There we go. Yesterday was a good production day, welding and performing magic. Yes, just look at that. So today we're going to do electrical wiring. Yes, the colorblind guy is going to do the wiring, and then we'll slowly work forward on the truck to get the little things done, and then the tank can go on, and then we can haul a load of water to say we actually did something. The boss will be so impressed. All right, that is a breeze. The sun is shining in my eyes. Also, too, it's hot down in southern Manitoba where Johnny G is. That was a shock for him. Leaving here, it's chilly willy, and then to go down there for that heat and humidity. But oh well, I grew up down there, and that's why I live up here. Ooh, that's getting windy. All right, let's go walk the dogs, get working on that 46 Chevy hot rod water truck. We have lots to do today. Today is Saturday. Oh yes, I have to rake the dog pens. Ooh, these daily chores. Yes, weekend chores. It's like I'm married. All right, here comes the boss.
Saturday morning in WHO-ville. It's just after 9:30, and as you can see, it's pretty sunny out here right now, and there's a little bit of a wind, but it's actually kind of warm. So let's head inside and let the dogs out. Then I can make breakfast at 1 p.m. I'll head up and do some shopping, then go over to the kingdom. My neck is still pretty sore, so I don't think I'll be doing much today.
Okay, we're off to an early start. I pumped water across from the water tank behind the 39 Chevy to the house so I can have bath and treat night tonight. Yes, hopefully one of the local ladies comes over to wash my back. If not, it'll be me and my rubber ducky with the big lips splashing around in the tub. All right, so we got everything laid out here. Yes, we're going to do electrical today. So we have everything laid out. We got to drill a whole bunch of holes. And we have lots of black wire. Yes, just like Blackie Lawless, black forever, wasp. Yes, I'm colorblind, so I just use the black wire and call it good. And we also do have a battery over here, and it goes nicely in the battery box right there with the custom latch. So everything is coming together, getting organized. We're hoping for a good production day. And the staff, seems how it is Saturday, the staff will be at the store when it opens because not much freight came in yesterday, and today's the lodge guests will be switching out, so they'll be in the store taking all the valuable supplies for us that chose to stay behind to defend our property during these forest fires. But the lodge guests can come and go, but the people of WHO-ville still aren't allowed to return. So sad. This is a screwed up world we live in. Okay, walking back and forth to the shop to get all the tools laid out here, and it's a nice day. Yes, nice day. All right, so I drilled all my holes. I didn't break a bit, and I did it right. But also, too, we got out the cordless, and we buffed everything, because ground is the most important thing when you're doing anything of wiring. So this is buffed, because that's going to be the ground. Oh, hand and eye coordination. And we'll ground out this box. This box is grounded to itself, but who said the bolt holes are clean? So we'll bring the ground back. That's the trick to any wiring, is you got to have good grounds. And you can't have this crap either. Those little Scotch guards are little crap. Everything we do is crimped and then shrink tubed. Yes, we even got the heat gun out. I don't know where it is. It's here somewhere. All right, let's get going here. We're going to have to stay focused being colorblind, and the staff might have to come and help me, determine the colors, as they'd say. Okay, late lunch in the kingdom because I couldn't stop. Yes, I'm using my memory, and at my age, it's not that good anymore. All right, so we got the lights working. I had to put a yellow one in there, I think it is, because we ran out of red ones. But we got new ones with the order for Sir Rodney. They were supposed to come at the May long weekend, but then again, we had the fires. So we did it all. All we did was wire and more wire, and got it all laid out. So this is for the trailer hitch right here. So that'll, I mean, the trailer plug right there, it's all done correctly, easy to work on. And I just love how my black wire looks so good. All right, so there we go. We have one burnt out light right there, and we're doing a test. So we put the license plate up there with the license plate light, so it'll pass as safety. You know, whoever buys the truck at my estate sale can get it safety and roadworthy. Also too, this truck had no dollar value as a water truck, as a water tank with a tow bar on the front. Now we've increased the resale value. All right, so that's how we did the wires. Let's see if we have a power. Let's see if we can do a demonstration here. We'll put the wire on. Oh yes, put that on there. See that last Netsman, and I picked the ones out. That's how I know what I'm doing. I'm guessing most of the time, but I think I'm doing pretty good. All right, let's walk back here. There we go, we got a light. And the license plate light works, and these work. And they even work on the turns. Turns are out, stop is in the middle. And that works out good. Very pleased, very pleased. So it didn't really cost us anything, just time. We had all this inventory, and it would be at no resale value at my estate auction. All right, let's have a quick lunch. The staff will be here after lunch, which is probably in 10 minutes.
12 p.m. and I'm just getting ready to make lunch today. I'll be having Campbell's chunky beef stew. I'm not that hungry, plus my neck is pretty sore, so I've just been laying on my heating pad most of the morning. So let's head inside and heat this up and let the dogs out. Then at 1 p.m. we'll head over to the Kingdom and do some shopping as well. Almost 1 p.m. and I'm just finishing up lunch. Now I'm going to head over to the store and get some juice and fluids. We need some Gatorade and pop for my dad. Then I'll head over to the Kingdom and see what he's up to this afternoon. I am having a very slow day because of my neck. 1:30 and I just finished shopping. For the flat of Gatorade it was $56, and for everything that's in the bag except for the bacon it was $43. So I spent almost $100 on everything. My dad needed fluids, and I'll bring him a case of water as well. Now let's head over to the Kingdom and drop everything off. Made it to the Kingdom and dropped all the food and fluids off for my dad. Looks like he is doing the wiring on the 46 here. I was actually supposed to help him with it, so hopefully the wiring is right. Let's take a quick look here. All the wires seem to be in the right place. That is good. He's gotten a lot better at figuring out the colored wires, being colorblind. My neck is pretty sore, so I'm not doing anything today. I'll head back into WHO-ville and let the dogs out since it's nice and windy. There's no sandflies. It actually looks like it wants to rain.
Okay, just about coffee time. We had a late lunch, but we got it done. Yes, we got it done. So we came out here and we put the lights in with the rubber grommets. So some of these holes have been plasma cut, freehand, freestyle, just like in the bedroom. So you have to use the die grinder to, how would you say, make them round. And lots of lube. The lube of choice today is Windex. Yes, Windex. Spray it on everything, get it to go in. Works out good. Very pleased. And look at this. This will be easy to repair if the tank is off. If the tank is on, we're screwed. Yes, we're screwed. So I made sure we got that taped out or tie strapped out for the trailer light plug. So this turned out very well. Very pleased. These are all recycled, repurposed lights. All right, let's see if we can turn them on one by one. Okay, that's the brown light, which is running lights. I think that's a Canadian term, running lights. You're running down the highway, waving at the ladies. Look at that, they all work. These aren't very bright, but that's okay. All right, now we'll switch to the next wire. Okay, the next wire seems to be green, so that's the turn signal for green, which is the right side, or green for grass. That's the easiest way to remember. I learned that from the YouTube subscriber Kingdom followers. So that's green for grass, so that means it's on that side of the truck. Okay, being colorblind, we got that one right. That's the left turn signal, and it's yellow. Yellow for on the yellow line on the highway or the road. That's another thing from the Kingdom subscribers, YouTube followers. Yes, oh, I got that all screwed up. Okay, and the middle one's there, right there, and there. That's the brake lights. Yes, that's the brake lights. So that means you're stopping, or maybe stopping. Okay, there we go. We got the backup lights, so we're good to go. Yes, very pleased, very pleased. Okay, as the boss would say, playtime's over. Let's start moving forward here. We got to figure out this 2-speed shifter thingy-bob here. Get that corrected, and then we're on to the park brakes. Yes, the park brakes. We can't go anywhere for a test drive without the park brakes or the emergency brakes. Yes, fear and common sense won't hold us back. Okay, coffee time in the Kingdom, and it's freaking windy out here. But that's okay, we're hiding behind everything. And we need to put the mud flap on. to protect the lights and all the wires that we just put in there, because we just go for a test drive in the rocks and come back and smash the wires and break the light. Yes, been there, done that. Numerous times. All right, so we get out the finest quality belting. Yes, we've been saving this for over 30 years from the mine. Yes, and here we go. Use your standard mud flap spacing thingy-me-bob. And then you're not prepared for this. There we go. Your hole punch for leathers or belting or whatever works really good. We even put one down in here because we have to anchor it to the bottom because we don't want it flapping in the breeze. Yes, but the whole idea of the top part of this mud flap is to protect the wiring. Yes, and those lights. Yes. All right, let's have a quick coffee and get back to work to impress the boss. Okay, 4:30 in the kingdom and it's windy. Yes, it's windy, so that means the fires are moving. We even installed the battery. Yes, the battery box. I built that a couple of years ago when I was drinking, whatever. Now I'm installing it sober, so that worked out very well. We have to finish this box, but the gas tank is on the other side there. Can you see that, Les Nesman? And there's the filler spout. Yes, that's a TD6 gas tank. All right, so over here, we got the mud flaps on. Doesn't that look good? Yes, everything's looking good. So now the lights are protected. We can go for a test drive and spin those tires. Yes, the hot rod water truck. We can spin the tires. This worked out rather well. And look at the tight holes to drill up in there. That was Hercules. Can you see that, Les Nesman? All right. Let's put the tools away and get on to the next project. We can't stop. Even though it is a Saturday, we could be drinking beer and relaxing. Oh well.
5 p.m. and as you can see, it's still pretty windy out here right now, and there's a few clouds in the sky. It did rain for a minute or two earlier, but it was only a little drizzle. Now let's head inside and let the dogs out, then I can make supper and end my day.
Okay, it's 5 o'clock in the kingdom and we're not quitting. The boss is an asshole even on a Saturday. So I'm too stiff and sore to climb in there to work on the 2-speed and the emergency brake cables. Too sore, so we're going to do a next project. Alright, it's been decided we're not putting the fenders on because the fenders are a pain in the ass. Yes, we're not done the mechanical or anything of the wiring, so I put the fenders on because these are very wide fenders and they're stored nicely in that tank shed right there. Yes, so these are very wide fenders. So there's no point in putting them on. Says we still have lots of wiring to do. We have lots to do. Plus we have to change the camshaft in this thing because it's a 305. But we need to protect this grill. This radiator, because if we're out driving around waving at the ladies, we don't want to damage it. And that's another reason why the 45 over there does not have the front fenders or anything put on, because we got to change that camshaft. Yes, go for the RV camshaft and then it'll pull. Yes. So now we're going to whip up a little grill guard and then put the side panels back on, because this thing did have side panels. They're the plywood ones. So here's the grill guard. We're going to booger weld and make it fit. Yes, make it fit. That's what we're good at. Okay, there we go. We got one trimmed up grill shell thing, bob or grill. All right. For some reason, everything at the mine is always one measurement or common measurement. So this was 16 by 36, 16 by 36. They never make anything oddball. It's always a common number. So we shortened it up a bit. We put some bed frame angle iron in there. We didn't get too fancy because this is just a temporary thing that's going to be on the truck for 20 some years. All right. And we did the welds with the Hobart Handler 100 right there. Yes, I had to learn how to MIG weld all over again, but we didn't clean the welds. We didn't buff it, make it shiny. Just give her and go, because the quality of welds down at this end is not that great either when they manufactured it at the mine. All right, let's see if we can get it on to protect that radiator. Okay, just about 7 o'clock and the flags have tangled themselves up for safety reasons. Yeah, as you can see, we got most of the shed storage trailer doors open. I had to go looking for the side panels. Yes, these are for the 46. That's the 46. That's the little bracketry we made up for the GMC. I don't know where the 46 little bracketry is, but we made these little side panels to protect the motor as we worked on it. So we got the grill guard on. It looks pretty good. Booger welded it into place. It's just temporary, so 20 years from now it'll still be looking good. All right, let's put the tools away and call it a day. That's working this late on a Saturday. It's pretty hard on an old guy. Okay, there we go. We got the side panels on. I think we're made in 2021, I think, or 22, somewhere in there, or 2020. I'm not sure. I'm confused. All right, so the grill guard looks a little wide, but that's okay. We have big birds up here and big mosquitoes. All right. All right, so that worked out good. Very pleased, very pleased. All right, and also too, the big helicopter just came back. We'll scroll this way. He's landing at the airport right now. You can hear him. He was over at Grief Rapids fighting fires, and he flies nice and high over the kingdom on his way back. So that's quite the adventure to go over there to, fight the fires, and hopefully they survive. This wind was unreal today. Flags are tangled up. All right, let's go walk the dogs, drink some 7-Up, and make a video. And this working is too hard on me. I should retire. Oh wait, I did that. Talk to you later.